Hello. Welcome to Skyrim. Let me make sure that's there it is, it's capturing now.
Hello there.
General Kenobi. So, as a lot of people vote, thank you for the follow, IRL Bruno ST. Cool. Thank you. So, yeah, as my Twitter poll seems to suggest, yeah, we're gonna start a brand new playthrough, because that last playthrough, I didn't actually intend to be like a full series. Yeah, I thought that sound alert might be fun to play here. Hey, Citri! Nice to see you here. Yeah, so see this continue button? We're gonna ignore that. Let's click the new button. Yeah, I don't care about achievements. I hope the game doesn't crash. Aw, thank you, Citri. Also, is it Citri, as in citrus, or Citri? I'm assuming it's the first way, but yell at me if I'm wrong. Cool. Yeah, this dude here is Alduin. You like the sound, yeah. Yeah, so this dude here is Alduin, the World Eater. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, way back, I just thought, you know, as soon as I start a new character, if I was using the quick save feature, that character is just gone forever. Never gonna see them again. But turns out not to be true. Also, oh, here we go. I'm gonna try and find like a balance between, yeah, I'm trying to find a balance between like rushing through this beginning because I played it a million times, but also General Kenobi. But also just not skip through all the dialogue in case anyone hasn't seen this game before.
I love you 3000.
I love you too, Kaede. You're amazing. Alright, here's the iconic scene that all the memes are about.
Hey, you're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
No, sorry, this is not Fire Emblem.
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric, the Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they've captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should leave home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure, Mara, Debella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
Look at him. General Tullius, the military governor. And it looks like the Thalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this.
Look at his face. He is terrified right now.
This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in. Funny. When I was a boy, imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
To be fair, I would be too if I thought my life was about to end suddenly.
Why? Only watch the soldiers.
Inside the house.
Yes, Mama.
You can see the headsman along with the priest showing up to the chopping block.
Why do you think?
End of the line. Yeah, it's not a very long
Let's
game,
go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
but I do have to say the cutscenes,
Face your
spot
death
on.
with courage.
10 out of 10.
You've got to tell them we worked with you. This is a mistake.
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
Yeah, it's a fun 10
It's
minutes.
been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood.
Yeah, nice to see you here, Shades of Fortuna.
No care of Rorikstead.
Shades Fortuna.
You can't
Yeah.
do this.
Halt!
Oh no, Lokir.
Archers!
Don't. Okay.
Anyone else feel like
Well,
fighting?
hope no one claimed him as their
Step forward.
husbando because he's gone now. Sorry, Lokir.
Who are you?
Okay, so, so basically the poll so far currently says we're gonna do an unarmed punch everything build, which I have not done actually in all my years of playing this game. And I think there's two ways we could go about this. Or like two best ways to go about this. We could play as an orc, because they have like a blood rush ability where you can I think it's like double the amount of damage you do for a short period of time. And then we have the Khajiit, who just has a static increase to the amount of damage they do with unarmed. I think it's like 8 damage on a normal character and 12 on a Khajiit. So this would be very helpful in the early game. I don't know how well it scales in the late game, but the orc, yeah, the claw attack is very useful, but I'm just thinking the orc might also be a good thing to think about, because the orc, with that Berserker Rage ability, can be useful. The problem is it's only a once a day thing. So what do y'all think? Khajiit or orc? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. The thing is, like, the Khajiit only has a base +4 damage to all the unarmed attacks, and I don't think that will be as useful as the Berserker Rage into the late game, but maybe we won't really need it in the late game anyway, because by then we should hopefully have maxed out all the perks we need to do a good fully unarmed build. Yeah, and also, to be fair, I almost never remember to use these abilities. I'll always be like, oh, but what if there's another situation where I really need it, and then I never use it. Yeah, I think I've talked myself into the Khajiit feel free to let me know if you think anything different. Obviously, we're going to play as the female, because I always play females in games. I like this one. Oh, that's kind of cool with the glowy eyes. That's kind of fun. Okay, I like that. Yeah, let's go the tiger kind of look. We could also change up the skin tone a bit if we want. I don't want to mess around with the character creation too much because we could take a long time doing this. That's a nice color. And weight doesn't really matter. Actually, let's... What direction is this? Okay, so that's all the way down, that's all the way up. We want the weight maxed out. Alright. Yeah, I usually don't bother with these except for the scars and war paint. So scars... Any interesting scars? Kind of want to intimidate people. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't usually heavily mod this game. I just add in a few like little flavorful mods here and there, but really nothing that's gonna change up the gameplay too much. I can go over the mods that I have installed here in a second. That one's kind of cool. You know, the scratches across the face. Then war paint. Alright, so I like that one, but let's see if there's anything else that's interesting. That one's kind of cool. Yeah, let's just go with this one. And any different colors to war paint. That one's kind of cool, the red. Yeah, let's go with the red. Face, not gonna bother with any of these, I don't think. Eye shape, this one is a little bit more important. I kind of like that one. Those are some nice wide eyes. Yeah, let's go with this. And eye color. Oh yeah, with the Khajiit you can go between like the cat eyes and just kind of big wide eyes. Let's see, I do kind of like the blue color. Oh no, the green. The green's very pretty. Let's go with that. And then we could change these. You think the cat eyes look better? Sure, we can go with the cat eyes. And then eye tint, eyeshadow, yeah, I'm not gonna bother with them. Brow, don't care. Mouth, I mean, there's some different mouth shapes we could go with, but I won't bother with them because I want to get to the game. Hair, okay, so the hair type is also important. Yeah, usually I just kind of go with like color, scars, war paint, eyes, and hair. Everything else I just kind of let the presets be what they are. Oh, this one's kind of cute. I kind of like this one too. We could go bald because technically we're Khajiit, so we always have some hair. Then we've got, oh, what's this? Okay. Oh yeah, and then there's this one. I'm personally not too fond of that one. It's kind of goofy. I don't think I want earrings. Earrings don't seem very good in a fist fight, because if someone snags your earring, you're just like a goner. Yeah, well, I think this one I said looked cute. Yeah, let's go with that. And then hair color. I like the red. Yeah, let's go with the red. There we go. Hit that done button. Type out our name. I'm just not gonna mess around. There we go. My name is Haru.
You with one of the trade caravans, Khajiit? Their kind always seems to find trouble. Captain, what should we do? She's not on the list.
Forget the list. She goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your mates are returned to Elsewhere. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Alright.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
What was it?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Couldn't be the dragons of legend, could it?
Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the eight divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over with.
Learn up as you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
Whack.
You imperial bastards!
Justice. Death to the Stormcloaks.
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Net, the cat!
Excuse me, I'm a Khajiit.
There it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner!
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
You can call me a cat, but only if you give me head pats. And on my knees. Here he comes. Alduin the World Eater. Right, there we go, I've got control now. Alright. Also, for those that don't know, this dragon is basically a god.
What is that thing? Could the legends be true?
Legends don't burn down villages.
Alright.
We need to move now! Up through the tower. Let's go!
Let's go through the tower. And oh no. Also, I need to think about something here real quick. Yeah, go away. Settings. What difficulty should we play at? I'm thinking no. I'm thinking between expert or master. I don't want to play legendary because that's just kind of... Fights take way too long on legendary, and it doesn't actually increase the difficulty in the interesting way. So what do you say, master? Let's go master difficulty. We can lower it if we want to later on. So yeah, there's Alduin.
See the inn on the other side. Jump through the roof and keep going.
Will do.
Go! We'll follow when we can.
Hemi, you need to get over here. Now! Boy, you're doing great. Toro! God! Everyone get back! Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense. God's guide you,
Okay.
Stay close to the wall!
I'm gonna stay close to the wall. And I could totally climb onto his wing just there if it weren't for my bound hands. Oh no. Yeah, rip Helgen. Alright, who do we go with here? I usually go with Rayloff. But honestly, I'm probably gonna go for the Imperials this run, and I like having this character, either the Rayloff or Hadvar. I usually like to have them around whenever I go for a certain route, so we're gonna go with Hadvar this time. The reason I usually go with Rayloff is because you'll be fighting a bunch of Imperials, and their equipment is generally more valuable than Stormcloak equipment, so you can earn a lot more gold earlier in the game if you side with Rayloff here. But I'm just doing it for the flavor.
Looks like we're the
Okay.
only ones who made it. Was that really a dragon? To bring us in the end times? We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these burns.
Okay, so basically, let me just kind of go over what I'm doing with this run. So, with an unarmed run, basically my rule is going to be any offensive thing I do has to be with my fists. That does not mean that I can't use... Yeah, he also gives you access to stuff from the blacksmith. That does not mean I can't use magic to, say, boost my armor rating. So I'm looking at the alteration tree here. I might want restoration, but really that'd only be for, like, healing and maybe respite, so I can heal my stamina. But yeah, we're not going to touch any of these. Illusion is technically legal in this run, but I want it to be a purist, like, only punch things. And yeah, so we're going to want heavy armor, smithing, and enchanting. You'll understand why we need enchanting later in this run if you don't already know why we need enchanting. But smithing and enchanting and heavy armor. We could also, if we were really trying to min-max, go for alchemy, just so we could absolutely boost our enchanting to the max and our smithing. But I'm usually not that kind of player. I'll usually just go either enchanting or alchemy, but not both. The real question is, do I invest at all in block? Am I allowed to use a shield? Because technically it wouldn't be against the rules of this run for me to use a shield. And I think it also would just boost my armor stats, so when I eventually get the Fist of Steel, or, wait a minute, what is it? It might be Fist of Steel. Yeah, it helps defend. I guess, like, you can bash with it, but maybe I'll just try not to bash. I swear there's... Maybe it's just Fist of Steel. I could have sworn there was a perk that was, like... It's based on... The amount of damage you deal is based on your heavy armor stat, but maybe I was imagining that. But Fist of Steel we're gonna need. Yeah, the last time I played a shield, like a shield user character, I did... Bashing was pretty useful. Okay, we'll take that, might as well equip it. Although we're gonna want to switch over to heavy armor as soon as we get the opportunity to. Let me just make sure there's nothing else I want to loot before I go for the main chest. Iron sword. Okay, hang on. Let me... No, it's not going to be in the mods list. It's going to be in the settings. I need to turn down that lightning sound effect. But anyway, here's the list of mods that I have installed if you're interested. I've got a fantasy soundtrack. That's just to add more music to the game, because playing thousands of hours of Skyrim, the original soundtrack tends to get old. So this just adds new music, but it doesn't cut out the old music. Cutting room floor just adds in a few extra cut content that didn't make it to the final game but was originally planned to, so I think it doesn't really change all like that much significant stuff. AI overhaul basically makes people run inside if there's a dragon attack, and makes them have like more makes them follow their schedules a little bit better. Pure Waters is supposed to make the water look better, but I haven't noticed a difference really. Climates of Tamriel just gives us some more variety in terms of weather. And of course there's the unofficial patch. Let's see, settings, audio, lightning effects, let's turn that way down. There you go. That'll be fine. Okay, let's equip that. Take it but not equip it. And there you go. Don't think we'll be needing any of those. And yeah, these are what we're gonna use. Okay, Hadvar. I'm gonna drop a save to you, because why not? Alright. And then Stormcloaks. Maybe we could reason with them.
We need to get moving. That dragon is tearing up the whole keep.
Just give me a minute.
Hear that? Stormcloaks. Maybe we can reason.
Yeah, I played this game too much. No reasoning. Alright, let's do some power attacks. And down you go. Before she could even stand up. Oh, that suplex. And the camera goes crazy. Alright, let me take... See, I am going to equip this shield. Now it's just a question... Alright, this is technically better armor. How much stuff do I bother carrying with me? Oh. Thank you, Citri, for the follow. What's a good way to... Maybe I just take their Cuirass. Maybe I just take their armor. Because 8 to 25 is... tell you what, no. Let's take the fur boots and other stuff as well, since that doesn't weigh too much. I'm not going to carry everything just because it's there. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fill up as much of my inventory as I can in this first dungeon, so I'll have a bunch of stuff to sell when I get to Riverwood. It's usually just what I do every single time, but towards the late game, I'm not as much of a kleptomaniac. Okay, let's turn this lightning down even further, because it's getting on my nerves. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, so we've got our shield. Alright, let's not... Okay, I'm gonna have to... I am gonna struggle with knowing when to block, because you move so fast with your unarmed attacks, I'm pretty much gonna wail on everyone. Yeah, just take all your armor. I'm not gonna worry too much about the heavy weapons. I will take all this. Don't think I'm gonna need magicka potions at all. These would be nice if I was doing alchemy, but I'm not. I don't think there's anything else in this room that I need. I will take that. Okay, we're ready to move forward.
Down then, this way.
I think. Wait, I forgot to... Okay, there's nothing up here. Alright. Just keep pushing through this dungeon. Alright. And let me take you down. Punchy, punchy, punch. And... Punchy, punchy, punch. Yeah, that's one of the downsides when you're playing an alchemy character is all the alchemy ingredients just tend to weigh you down. I've never actually maxed out alchemy before. I find it's extremely slow to level up. I will take this dagger, that's a decent weight to value. And then knapsack. We're already to 100 pounds. And now let's just unlock these cages because they're here, and I find lockpicking is a good way to level up. Because it's also a perk, it's also a skill that I don't invest any perks in at all. So it's just nice to do that. I will take all your stuff just because it's extremely valuable. I could learn this spell if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna use it at all since it's technically against the rules of the run. So I will just keep it and sell it. I'll take your stuff and your stuff. And here's a whole bunch of more locked doors that we're gonna use to get our first skill level up of the game. It's not going to level up my character, just the skill. We do only have 4 lockpicks, so do be a little bit cautious, but these are novice, so it shouldn't be that difficult. There we go. Nothing there. Alright. Bone meal I do not care about. Alright, further into the dungeon we go. Some more gold. Just some ragged robes, don't need that. And some more gold. I do like looting the undead because they almost always have gold on them. Let's drop another save. Alright. Now it's time to get my shield up. Oh, come on. There we go. I finally blocked someone's hit. This is going to be very slow level up, I feel. Come on, take you down. Alright, there you go. And there's just you left, I think. Nope, there's still the archers. Okay, I'll take your stuff. And take your stuff. And that's a decent weight to value. Take that. And now we go and take on the archers. Come on. Down you go. Alright, sweet. 5 to 30, sure, why not? Actually, I do need to check something real quick. So if we're going block, because I want to first do a little bit of thinking to see how high a level this character is going to reasonably be. So if we do block, and say we take all the perks in this tree. Alright, Levy 2 Kaede. So that'd be 5, 6, because that one's kind of fun. Come on, come on. 7, 8, 9, 10. And we can trim a few perks, I'm just saying theoretically. 11, 12, 13. Then we definitely need all these. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Actually, no, I'm definitely not going to take any of these. So what was this? 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Hey, Ophelia. Then we've got 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Not going to need any of these. And not any of these. 38, 39, 40. And then 41, maybe 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. So yeah, I think those are all the skills we're gonna use. So that'll carry me into level 51 about, or we'll need to be level 51 in order to effectively get all the skills we need. Let's just keep pushing forward. And I don't think I'm gonna bother with restoration magic, to be honest. Potions can usually get me by. And then there's the boulder fall that takes out that bridge. Let me grab these coins and a potion and some gold. Let's drop the save. Hurry it up, Hadbar. I think it's the spider room next. And then we've got some more gold. Hurry it up. You're slow. I want to see if I can't basically finish the whole tutorial part of the game before the end of the stream. If not, I want to get as much of that done as possible. Okay, we're going to have to do a little bit of dodging. These shouldn't be too hard to take out with my punches. But I don't want to get poisoned at this low level, especially. Oh, there's the poison. Okay, ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, I can take you out. You're just being a nuisance. Alright, thank you so much, Hadbar. That was very helpful. Okay, I'm just gonna basically take the Venoms, because those are good selling early in the game. Let's see, is that it? Yep, I looted you. And then there's probably gonna be nothing of value in these egg sacs other than the eggs. So let's keep pushing forward. Alright, next is the bear. Hang on, I've actually never checked up here. No, there's nothing up there. Alright, so the bear is going to be interesting. I almost always take on the bear because, come on, let me get that coin. I almost always take on the bear just because it's there. Another enemy for me to take out a level, and also it's a bear pelt. All right, so there, the bear has woken up. Hang on. All right, let me block that, and down you go. I've not gotten any heavy armor out of this, have I? No. I definitely should have sided with, what's-his-face? Rayloff. I definitely should have sided with Rayloff. But no matter. We'll find heavy armor eventually. Okay, the bear is done, dealt with, and I got the bear pelt. Just some Skyrim physics there. Don't mind it. And I'm completely turned around. Hang on. Help me. There we go. Alright, only took 45 minutes from the start of the game, well, start of the stream technically, to end this dungeon. So that's not a bad rate. Yep, hydration time. Oh yeah, I do have the survival thingy, but no, I don't want survival mode. That's from the mod workshop. General Kenobi. Hi, Acid Night Fury.
Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back.
Yeah, I do have the survival mod.
From Harry's River. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Yeah, I do have the survival mod from the workshop, but just because it was free one day, so I'm like, why the hell not? Yeah, we're playing Skyrim. Starting a brand new character. We're playing as a Khajiit.
Go to Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion. We could really use someone like you. And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
Yeah, we're playing as a Khajiit and using unarmed. Because I've actually never done an unarmed run in Skyrim before, but I've seen a few builds. Keep it moving, Hadvar. Keep it moving.
See that ruin up there?
Bleak Falls Barrow.
When I was a boy, that place always used to give me nightmares. Draugr creeping down the mountain to climb through my window at night. That kind of thing. I admit, I still don't much like the look of it.
Yeah, I could imagine that. Having those kinds of nightmares. Yeah, it is one of my favorite games of all time. Random expression. Okay. I actually have not properly figured out the best way to do this, because I only have a D6, and technically I've got 8 expressions. So I'm just gonna... Alright, I'm gonna roll twice. First to see which half of this list I'm going for. Second half, and... so that means 1, 2, 3, 4... 3... Alright, we're doing Happy Face.
These are the Yorian stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead, see for yourself.
Alright, we are gonna go for the Warrior Stone, because that is what's gonna level up our heavy armor and smithing the fastest. So let's take that.
Warrior. Good. I knew you shouldn't have been on that cult the minute I laid eyes on you.
And yeah, he usually likes it when we go for Warrior. Okay. We are going to clear out that dungeon up the hill eventually. because that's usually a good
This,
early game dungeon
as
to
far as I'm
clear.
concerned, you've already earned your pardon. But until we get that confirmed by General Tullius, just stay clear of other Imperial soldiers and avoid any complications, alright?
Fair enough. Yep, we've got our wolves. Let's drop a save. Not that I think they're going to be an issue, but always want to be careful. Alright, doggies. Down you go. These are not bad to pick up. Their wolf pelts are also valuable early game. Okay.
I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
I haven't decided if I want a companion for this build. It might not be a bad thing. Companions are always fun to have. I love how pretty this game is, even after all these years. I mean, yeah, technically this is a special edition, so they did kind of revamp the colors and stuff.
Come on, there's my uncle.
But even from time to time I'll play it on my Switch, and that's like the classic version. That's still pretty good looking.
What are you doing? Are you on leave from shores, boats? What happened to you, boy? Are you in some
Uncle,
kind of
please,
trouble?
keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
She's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come inside then. Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all about it.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrel.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
You'll see.
Crazy woman.
Dragon. It'll kill us all and then you'll eat.
Alright, in we go. She's teasing you for being short.
Sigrid,
Well,
we have company.
people of all sizes are welcome in my stream.
Hadvar, we've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Now then, boy, what's the big mystery? What are you doing here looking like you lost an argument with a cave bear?
I don't know where to start. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' guard. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happening. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. Glad to help however I can. Like I said, I'm
Glad to help in any way I can.
But I need your help. We need your help.
Alright, don't need that belted tunic, don't need the bread, don't need the carrot. I will take this haunting brew mead. And that stuff, and these potions. And these are good to sell.
The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, be in your debt.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things I could ask him about. But most of that is just exposition, or if you're just brand new to the game and don't know how to get to Whiterun, and don't know how to use quest markers. Nah, I'll never use stamina potions.
It's nice to be back in a friendly spot.
They're good to use, but I'm never gonna use them. I'll never remember to.
You can make your own.
Leather strips would be good to have later, but
I'd recommend heading to
yeah, why not?
just down
I'll take the leather strips.
the road from here. From there you can take a carriage to
I could take any of these. Also, he was just telling me that I should join the Imperial Legion and go to Solitude, and the best way to do that would be to take a carriage from Whiterun. I don't usually use carriages in this game. I usually just like to walk from place to place because it's a beautiful game and I love the scenery. Anyway, there's a few quests I need to pick up before I go anywhere else, and some selling I need to do. I'll start with
May
you.
the gods watch over your battle.
I can't sell from you apparently.
Aye.
I'll start with you. And this is also where we'll pick up a
Well, one of us
quest.
has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, the customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop.
Alright, first thing I'm gonna do some buying and selling, and then I'll ask him about that quest. So, I want oak flesh. And then I will also, let's just see if you have any good apparel. You probably don't. But it's good to check. He does have some iron stuff, but we will definitely find that later on. Yep, nothing of use. So let's go ahead and sell you all this junk I picked up. Actually, I'm gonna start with this stuff because I can't sell that to the blacksmith. Actually, maybe... No, I think I can sell that stuff. The wolf pelts. Gonna keep that mead. I'll sell this to you. And I'll sell this because I'll never remember to use it. You can have the foot wraps, and yep, time to just sell all these things. You can have... Actually, no, I'm keeping that. I'm keeping these two in because I need to level up my enchanting at some point. Selling these. I do also need to keep in mind, it'll probably be a good idea to just have some form of long distance attacks. So I'm thinking I'll also allow myself to use shouts just for that purpose.
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
I could get that back for you.
Got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northwest of town.
So this is your plan, Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
No, by the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
Okay. Yeah, this is probably the first major side quest you pick up in the game.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though.
The mountain just over the buildings. Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
Yep. I need that heavy armor, come on. Also, keep walking. I don't like how the AI does that.
Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one.
Okay. This is technically the edge of town, right?
This is the bridge out of town.
Yep.
The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess I should get back to my brother. He'll throw a fit if I take too long. Such a child.
Okay. And now we can... There's one other quest I want to do before I leave. Think most of you probably know what that quest is. What time is it? It's not even 6 yet. Actually,
Whatever you need. Buy you smear if it's simple and
no, I
strong.
think I don't have any more
can
selling to
afford
do. Where is Faendal? If I can't find Faendal, I will look for Sven instead.
If you're looking for work, go see Hod at the mill.
No. Where's Faendal right now? I have no clue. Well, let's just head in here to the Sleeping Giant Inn.
Need something?
Oh, that neck crack.
That makes two of us.
Okay, so there's Camilla. There's Sven. I could just take his quest.
Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just take the quest from you then.
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him.
Nice teleportation you just did there.
Camilla Valerius knows I'm the best man in Riverwood. That elf is kidding himself if he thinks she would choose him over me. I've seen him sneaking over to the Riverwood trader to speak with her when I'm not around. He's wasting his time.
That dude over there has some skills. Yes, two people spending time together never blossoms into courtship.
Is that sarcasm? I've heard better wisecracks from Orgnar. Still, you have a point. Camilla letting Faendal visit her isn't a good thing for me. Here, let me give you a particularly venomous letter. Say it's from Faendal. That should get Camilla to stop inviting the elf over.
Okay. Yeah, Embry is just doing some teleporting. Don't mind him. So now this is like one of the few quests in the game where you have... Oh, I forgot to learn that spell actually. This is one of the few quests in the game where you actually have like multiple options. So let's read that letter that he fabricated for for Camilla from Faendal. Dear Camilla, I know I have called upon you at your house many times, and while we may be growing close, I need you to put any desire you may have for me aside. I am a true-born son of Valenwood, and I could never befoul my bloodline by courting an Imperial. I hope we can remain true friends, provided you understand your people's place in the Aldmeri Dominion and respect me as such. Sincerely, Faendal. So yeah, Sven kind of is having... There's a love triangle here in Riverwood. Sven and Fandal are both trying to woo Camilla, and apparently the only way they can resolve this love triangle is to slander each other. So I usually go for Fandal, but you can go for Sven if you want. And yes, Sven is trying to get Fandal to come off as a bit of a racist. So we're gonna tell Camilla this letter is from Sven. Because it is.
You're not from around here. That makes two of us. What are you talking about? What's in the letter? Oh my. He wanted me to think Fandal wrote this? Thank you for telling me the truth. Could you talk to Fandal as well? I'm sure he'll want to thank you for standing up for him. Good luck.
Can do.
Logan and I will be waiting for you.
Alright, and let's go. Let's set that as active, just because I have no clue where Fandal is. Oh, he's still over here? I looked over there and I didn't see him before. Where was he hiding out? Well, he was hiding somewhere, but I found you.
Beauty here, unmatched in all of Skyrim, to be sure. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill.
Alright, and we've got our first follower. So yeah, we'll take you. He's not gonna last very long, to be honest. I don't know how long he'll last, but usually I find my follower, Fandal, tends to die pretty soon. Alright, so here's the map. We could go to Whiterun, we could go to Bleak Falls Barrow. I want to go and clear out this dungeon down here, just so we can get a little bit of loot, and also level up our skills a little bit. The thing about Skyrim, and all Elder Scrolls games, is you level up your character by leveling up your skills, and you level up your skills by using those skills. The thing about unarmed is there is no unarmed skill, so I don't have a primary combat skill, which means I'm probably going to level up a little bit slower than I would otherwise. So I will take all the opportunities for experience that I can get. I heard some wolves. Hopefully that was just ambient, not just actual wolves. I think up here, yeah, here's the way up to this mine. Let's drop another save. Ember Shard Mine.
There's a cave here.
Alright, and let me just... Okay, let me land a hit on you. Down you go. Okay, that's actually pretty valuable. Nordmead, meh. I'll take that because it's nice and valuable. And actually, what was it? These fur bracers are a little bit better, so I'll switch over to them. And yeah, look at the beautiful pink sky in the evening. Isn't it just wonderful? Also, I need to check, not restoration, alteration. So that costs 91, which is going to be most of my magicka bar. Let me just get that out and cast it. Yeah, I know how magicka works, game. Let's unequip that. There we go. Alright, let me go down and beat some sense into you guys. My light armor is increasing, which is not the skill that I want to be leveling up, but I'll take anything. Okay, that was a little dicey there, but we made it. Woodcutter's axe? Nah, don't need that. Studded armor has a pretty good weight to value. Steel. Yeah, I'll just take this and leave that. My health is a little bit low right now. I don't think there's anything in this water that I need to loot. Also, I wouldn't mind getting a pickaxe at some point, just so I could harvest ore veins. And yeah, we got a tattered journal here, written by the skeleton, though he wasn't a skeleton when he wrote it. They've had me working down here for days. It's not the time that's getting to me though, it's these tunnels. I've told them countless times now to add extra supports to the weak sections of the tunnel. If only we had more of these wooden beams that we reinforced with bronze bottoms. Honestly, if I hear the earth shift one more time above my head, I'll be so stressed I may stop drinking for good. I mean, what's a Nord without his mead? Yeah, he was worried about cave-ins, and he was right to be worried. Okay. Tell you what. Since my health is a little bit low, and it's not currently recharging, I am actually going to use healing. And tell you what, let's favorite that too while we're at it. I'm not going to make a habit of, like, I'm not going to invest too much into restoration, but it'll be useful to have. Let's also get some oak flesh here. Come on. There we go. Oak flesh. Okay. Now let's fight you guys. Down you go. Alright. There we go, my block is starting to level up. And oh, ooh, that was dicey. That was too dicey. Let's cast healing again. I do need to be a bit cautious since I still don't have any heavy armor and I'm a level 1. I need to remember that. I'll take that. Alright. We do have a single enemy here. Shouldn't be too hard to take out. Come on, down you go, down you go, down you go. You absolute buffoon, you did not attack me once. Okay. I'm gonna lose. I'm not gonna take that key, at least not right now, because these I can unlock on my own. And having the key is just going to mean I unlock it for free, and I want the skill. I want that experience. Okay. There you go. And into here. Oh, wait. Ah, damn. So close. There we go. Nothing of interest here. What's in this chest? Oh, hello, sexy. It's heavy armor. And it's enchanted to increase my health. That's like the best thing I could have ever hoped for. Also, let's take you. And yeah, I equipped it right away. Awesome. That's like one of the best things to get if you're trying to go for a heavy armor build. And you're still level 1. Oh, yeah. Faendal. 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 There we go. Okay. He was kind of blocking my way there. Okay, this is where we want to be a little bit cautious. Because there's a lot of enemies in this room. There we go, my alteration is going up. Okay, so yeah, there's a few enemies here. Alright, I'll let you attack me once, and then I'll try and lay down my fisties on you. Down you go. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm just gonna run around and loot the place. I'll let Faendal handle some of these guys, although he will not be able to take them out on his own. There's a little bit of smithing, and look, we have our first level up. Here's another thing I'm not going to do. I am not going to level up my character in the middle of combat. I know that's an insta-heal. I know it's a free heal. It feels like cheating to me. And honestly, I just like to think that my character doesn't really have time to meditate on what they've learned in the middle of combat. I'll wait until after combat to level up. Alright, take you out. There we go. Okay. And tell you what, I'll wait until we've cleared this entire area, because there might be there. Yeah, there we go. I knew there was one more person we hadn't taken out yet. Yeah, just stop and meditate a bit while I'm fighting Alduin. You know how it is. Okay, let's get a little bit more healing there. Okay, first perk is... It's gonna be a little bit... I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with my first perk. I do know my first level up is gonna go for health, because we're frontlining, we need that health. Okay. So we could go smithing. That's not terrible. Enchanting, honestly, probably don't want to go for that with the first level up, because we're not really going to use our enchanted stuff to begin with anyway. Alteration isn't going to be a priority either on level 1, because we've got oak flesh and we can cast it, and that's all we really care about. And then we've got heavy armor. Probably not a bad idea to take this, because we're going to need it anyway. The thing is, currently, we only have one piece of heavy armor. So maybe I'll take block? It's either block or smithing. I'll take block. I think the first perk should always be something that's going to be helpful in combat. And then maybe at level 2 is where you take your first non-combat perk. Because I'm not gonna necessarily have the resources too soon to like craft any new stuff. Although I will want to craft myself a full set of steel armor once I get the opportunity, just because steel armor is gonna be one of the best heavy armors I'll have access to in the early game. I don't think I've forgot anything, so we can just move on. Also, did I loot you? I probably did. Yeah, I did. Okay, and there is our first non-tutorial dungeon cleared. I mean, I guess you could still count this as like a tutorial, but it's the one where the game stops hand-holding. Huh? So yeah, we got some good loot. We got this banded iron armor of minor health, which that's gonna carry us in the early game. Okay. So, where to now? Bleak Falls Barrow or Whiterun? I'm thinking Whiterun. You can hit up Bleak Falls Barrow first, take the Dragonstone, and then go to Whiterun, and Farengar will be like, oh, you were really, really diligent in getting this before I even asked for it. But the thing is, if you do that, Delphine doesn't show up, and I like that dialogue where Delphine's just there, and it's kind of your first introduction to, oh, who's this Delphine character? Wait, I know a Delphine. So yeah, I think I'll hit up Whiterun first, but maybe because it's kind of close to like the middle of the night and stuff, I might just do that in the morning. So I'll maybe find a place to sleep here in Riverwood. I also need to remember I've got all that extra loot that I can sell off. Though Riverwood Trader's probably not going to be open right now, but we could always check. Because I think when you first start the game, the Riverwood Trader is pretty lenient of when you show up, because
Odds and ends.
there is a quest tied to them. They still have a bit of money, so let me just sell you some of this stuff that I picked up along the way. And look at that, speech is going up too. That's wonderful. Not gonna use that poison at all. I'm keeping that Nern root because it is important for a quest later on.
Alright then.
Okay. Now let's... Yeah, let's sleep. What? Why am I locked out? Hello? What? Wasn't I given a key to this place? I swear you're given a key. Maybe that's only if you side with Rayloff, but I swear if you go with Hadvar, either way you're given a sleeping place. Why am I not allowed inside there? I could pick my way in. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We have no eyes on us right now. It's only a novice lock. And we can just leave if they tell us to.
Did you really see a dragon?
Keep your guard up.
Okay, you're just saying keep your guard up. Is anyone gonna be mad at me for being in here?
But you seem alright.
Okay, I'm not allowed to sleep there. I am, however, allowed to sleep with, what's his name? This guy's uncle.
Stormcloak rebels.
Orvar, isn't it? I think his name's Orvar. Yeah, I am allowed to sleep with his wife. So we're gonna do that. Just 8 hours of sleep. That'll take us to 6 a.m., which is a good time to start an adventure. I say as I struggle to wake up at, like, earlier than 8 o'clock IRL. Oh, look at that beautiful sunrise. Okay. So, onwards we go. Actually, before I do anything else, I want to see if this dude... No, where is he? Orvar. Alvor. Who's Orvar? I don't know. Nord names all sound the same. I'm not racist. Yeah, Alvor. I don't know where he is right now, but I was hoping I could pick up that little mini quest of just like tutorializing you how to do smithing. Because that's a great way to just gain like a level or two in smithing at the start of the game. I think it's just one level. Yeah, we're going to skip past Bleak Falls Barrow for now. We're just going to head for Whiterun. I know it's technically a little bit faster in terms of the game to hit up Whiterun after Bleak Falls, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'll keep taking wolf pelts for now. Let me build up my money. And keep heading down this road. We're not going to run into anything too difficult to handle. And it'll probably be 8 o'clock by the time we arrive at Whiterun. Maybe a little bit later than that. And look at this scenery. Like, oh, okay, put yourself... How many are years ago was it? 10 years? Almost? Put yourself 10 years ago, when this game first came out, your first experience, assuming you followed what the game is trying to direct you to, because I know a lot of people probably just ran off and did other things, but assuming you did kind of what the game is directing you to do, after you go Helgen, hit up Riverwood, and then from Riverwood go to Whiterun, especially if you miss the quest that tells you to go Bleak Falls Barrow, you know, you're kind of just in this little valley inlet. You know, there's a mountain here, you know, and some pretty scenery to the south with this lake. And then you come over this crest, down this road, and this is what you're greeted with. It's not perfect. There are some modern games that look better, but this is your first view of Whiterun. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, we're making some good time here. I've been streaming for about an hour and a half, and we're just coming up to Whiterun. I have a feeling it's going to be like we clear Bleak Falls Barrow. That might take about an hour to do. Actually, I don't remember how long Bleak Falls usually takes. So, yeah, we'll do that. Depending on, and I don't know. There is also a debut. I can't remember the VTuber's name, but I've retweeted about it, and I know Kaede has been promoting it a lot too, but there is a VTuber that will be debuting today at, I think, right about where I usually stop streaming. So if this goes on a little too long, I might just stop midway through the dungeon, just so we can see that. There is a giant around here that I'll want to take out. I don't have to take it out, but I want to. It'll be at this farm. You can kind of hear it. There it is. And the companions are teaming up on it. We're gonna drop a save because this giant can kill you if you're not careful, but we should be fine as long as we take it on from the backside. And then this giant's not going to have any good loot on it because the game's not going to give you a free giant like that.
You could make for a decent shield sister. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
Can I join?
Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Yeah, we're probably gonna play as a werewolf with this character. And yeah, that poor giant got ganged up on by the companions. This is pretty much the only time anything like that is gonna happen with the companions. Usually, I don't know. I think there is a random event where they'll be like fighting something out in the wilderness. But yeah, I don't think I've seen them take on giants. Anyway, here we are, Whiterun. Might look a little bit different. I don't think this house is actually in the base game. I'm pretty sure it got added.
A jester, funny suit and all. Just north, by the Lorius farm. Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel. I'd like to see him laugh his way out of that.
I'm also 99% sure.
Sounds like you've had quite the journey, Uthka. But you were gone longer than usual. I got to thinking maybe you weren't coming back.
You sound like my ma. Figured I was lying dead in a field somewhere. Is that it?
Thought did cross my mind, yeah. War brewing, talk of a riot in Helgen. Not now jesters. Skyrim's gone mad, girl. You need to be careful out there.
Careful, huh? Thanks, Skulvar. I'll remember that. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so this dialogue... Hey, Ayuni. This dialogue and this house, I'm pretty sure do not exist in the base game. They got added with the cutting room floor mod. It just adds a little bit of cut content, and just fleshes out the game a little bit with maybe some exposition that the developers thought was a little bit too much when you're first jumping into the game. Anyway, looks like we have Rasad here. Hey, Pixie Twinks, how you doing? Yeah, we can sell you some stuff, assuming we have stuff to sell, which I think we're pretty much clear of Oh, we do have some wolf pelts, you can have those. Do you have anything I want to buy? That's not terrible, but we want heavy armor. Smithing. Well, we can't afford it. And yeah, we could take some of this other stuff, but nah. I usually don't buy that much stuff. Let's see, Pixie Twinks just got off work, and Ayuni finally caught a stream. Well, thank you. Thank you for stopping by and thinking of me. How's work, Pixie Twinks? Yeah, here we go. Okay, another thing. One of the times I played this game, like the first year it came out, or maybe it was when I got it on PC, which would have been maybe like a year or two later. This bridge just ceased to exist. And I had no idea why. I thought like I had to do something in-game, but no, it was just a bug. So I could not get into Whiterun. Well, like I had to jump around and stuff. It was work, a bunch of bullshit, as always, but I got it done. Well, that's good.
City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
Yeah, it's always good to, you know, get off work and have some time to kick back, watch a few streams, you know. Sure.
But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, just always go for those speech checks. I don't think there's a downside to doing them, and if you're lucky, and that one I'm pretty sure is a guaranteed speech check every time, you'll level up your speech skill. Which we need every skill to go up that we can, because we do not have a primary combat skill. Alright.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for them.
Want to hear a little Nord wisdom?
Oh my god, go away.
I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle. And a fist fight with her.
Anyway, yeah, so basically the Battleborns are pro-Imperial and want to commission,
Got more to say.
Adrian to make some weapons for the Imperials. Anyway, we're gonna talk to you.
Greymane or Battleborn?
Battleborn.
Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment I laid eyes on you. Long live the Empire.
Hey, Karan Aurora.
I got no quarrel with you. But
Yeah,
down neither.
So basically, yeah, it is. I personally don't like care either Battleborn or Greymane. They're both fine. I think the Battleborns are kind of dicks, but Greymanes also are like pro Stormcloak, so honestly, I'll just leave them to it. But if you say Battleborn, he'll let you loot his house for free, which is fun. Let's talk to Adrian.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Because you'll have 2 quests for me.
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead.
Alright.
Alright then.
So this is just the smithing tutorial. Simple enough, as long as you have the perk that lets you craft a thing, and as long as you have the material to craft the thing, you can craft the thing.
That's a decent weapon.
There you go.
Have you met my... Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there.
And of course you can improve weapons, as long as you have the weapon you want to improve, the skill to do so, and the material to do so. Boom. Goes from 4 damage to 6 damage.
You think all...
There you go.
This looks good. You put time into your blades, they'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack.
Okay.
Until next time.
You can make leather using materials you find out in the wild, such as hides.
Need some? Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps fitting. That kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need.
Alright, so now tutorializing you on crafting armors. There's that hide helmet.
I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. I'll take my leave then.
And there we go, improve that.
I'm waiting. You have talent. Keep working at your craft and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you will remember me when you're making Skyforge steel, huh?
Yeah, so just a fun little quest you
Don't
can
forget to check
do.
inside the shop if you need
It just boosts your smithing skill just a tiny bit, but it's, you know, you get some... She'll give you all the materials for free, and you can just sell them back to her.
Or deal some damage.
Like, I don't need this dagger, here you go. And I don't need this helmet, so here you go. Also, do you work the forge all day?
Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgroof the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks.
Okay. So yeah, she just gives you a quest. There's quite a few quests in Whiterun that I want to pick up while I'm here, and some of them I can pretty much do immediately. And I usually like to do that while I'm here, so you'll have a quest for me.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me, but that bard is the worst.
Is someone giving you trouble?
That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh. If you want
He's
to
a creep.
try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
Alright.
Remember,
Yeah, Camilla's a single mother and has a lot of trouble with a few of the men here in Whiterun. Really? Yeah, I mean, I played this game so many times, and I just kind of have a pattern that I always follow when I play, which is whenever I first get to a city, I like to pick up and do all the side quests before I go on to the main, like, quests in the area. Okay, so you're the guy that's causing issues.
Perhaps you've heard of me. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, that's a good way of playing. Yeah, let's see if
What
the
did you just say?
persuade works.
All I heard was a sound of jealousy.
Of course it didn't. We could try to bribe him. But I think it's against the spirit of the run to try to do that. Let's just
I don't
brawl.
have to take that from you. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Alright. It did unequip my shield. I don't care. I can take a few hits. They'll level up my armor skill. There you go.
You know how to throw a punch, I'll give you that.
Keep in mind, this is master difficulty.
You win.
Which usually
On
brawls
my
take a
honor,
while.
Carlotta won't have to worry about me ever again.
Usually brawls can take a while if
This
you're on
is the
master
old
difficulty,
Skyrim
but
style.
as a Khajiit, I don't have... Okay,
Imperials.
well, let's see, there's... I'm trying to find something for comparison. I think the knife does, like, 4 damage. Does it? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. But basically, as a Khajiit, I have... No, it's an active effects. Khajiit claws do 12 points of damage. There's such a thing as weapon speed. Fists are technically... You don't have a weapon in your hand, so... This is about as fast as you can actually attack something. And 12 damage, early in the game, is nothing to sneeze at. Anyway, oh my god, he is bugged, isn't he? Okay, I'll talk to you second. You'll have a quest for me.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madron. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future?
Alright, this... If you have no moral repercussions about it, there is a very easy to get mammoth tusk here in Whiterun.
If you need more food or drink,
Here it is. It is technically stealing, but if we hold down A to pick it up,
mind your manners and pay your bills.
and then avoid bumping into anyone, come on, and then just around the corner where no one sees, and pick up, there we go. And here's your mammoth tusk.
At the market stall, so thank you. This should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade.
Easiest speech level up. Easiest speech level up. Okay, and then you'll have... It's not really a quest, but...
Wanna hear? Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds.
Let's try
And
it.
why not? I could beat anyone in this city, barehanded.
This one might be a
100
little bit of
gold
a
says I
tougher
knock
fight.
your hide to the ground. Just fists. No weapons, no magic, no crying. Let's go.
Alright, now she does
Come
say no magic, but technically I'm still allowed to use this. And now let me just punch you a bit. I'm happy to take a few hits as well.
That's your best, huh?
And down you go. He is still bugged out, isn't he? Uthgard.
Now that's what I call a punch. You got me.
Uthgard. There we go.
You're no liar. Best fight I've had in years. There you are.
Okay.
You're someone who can get things done.
Yeah, Skyrim's just being Skyrim right now. But she can be my companion now if I wanted her to. I I think I'll
If it's
probably do that once Faendal eventually dies.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son? Hmm? What of Thorold? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you accept his loss, the better.
I will never accept his death. My son still lives. I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battleborns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorold?
Do you believe this old hag? Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, coward. Your stupid son is dead. He died a Stormcloak traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
Yeah, Skyrim's being a bit buggy today, but when isn't it? So yeah, there you see a little bit more flavor to the feud between the Greymanes and the Battleborns. The two Battleborns were being bullies to this old woman here, who happens to be a Greymane, and her son has gone missing. She doesn't know where he is or why he's... No, I don't want those. I do not want those. I'll just eat them. Yeah, she's a bit suspicious about his disappearance. So, first thing, let's turn in that quest for beating up the bard.
Vegetables for sale. Really? You convinced that loot player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help.
Alright, sweet.
Remember,
And let's pick up this quest.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorold. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those Battleborn, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face. It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just picking this up. Oh, hello. Yeah. I'm just picking up this quest while I'm here. I'm probably not gonna, like... I mean, I'll do, like, the first part of it, but I won't complete it for quite a long time. Yeah, just follow you. Let's see, who else has a quest for me? No, you're just Pelagia. You'll have a quest for me.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire one, maybe two good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
Yeah, just some family troubles because he's trying to spend money to hire mercenaries to find an old family heirloom that got stolen. Also, hello, Valraven. Skyrim's going pretty good. We're starting a brand new character here. And hi, Omega himself. Alright, let's pick up your quest.
It might suit you. My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you.
Okay.
Wait,
Your Dremora Orc is... your Dremora OC is going to get a nice design upgrade and commit... Ooh. That's fun. I like how you're... I like how much effort you're putting into bring that OC of yours to life. Anyway, let's go talk to this Greymane woman.
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Avrelstein, put that down. She's here to help us find Thorold.
How do we know she's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here?
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother. So, you're here to help?
Hi, Emery. I have not died yet, so I guess you could say I'm winning. But thanks for stopping by. Love seeing you here. And Omega Himda himself says, yeah, ever since I created him, I've felt a strong connection towards him. That's great. Like, I definitely feel that with OCs. Like, you can really form that bond. Just with how much thought you put into making them come to life. Anyway, yeah, let's...
I know that Thorold's not dead. I just know it. The Imperials have him and are keeping him somewhere, but I don't know where. Those damned Battleborns, they know something. They're hiding it. They practically taunt us with it. They must have some sort of proof. There's gotta be something in that house of theirs. I just know it. I don't dare leave the house myself, so I need your help.
If you could figure out live 2D and drawing, you could make new outfits for the model. Yeah, that's a mood, to be honest.
Anything
yeah,
that
let's just
confirms
finish
that
this.
Thorold isn't dead, but is being held captive. I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk through that dialogue, but yeah. Yeah, that's a mood. If I had any sort of artistic talent, I could probably make my own, like, second outfit, but
You better give me 5 septims right now.
it'll be a while.
Please! I really don't have any money, Brave. I'll give you 10 septims tomorrow. Just don't hit me.
10 septims tomorrow, baby Battleborn. Or I'm gonna bloody your nose and your lip.
I have heard about Deltarune, but honestly, I have not seen the game played at all. I think it's you.
It's no fun getting pushed around.
No, you're not gonna have that quest for me yet, are you? Okay, we can go in here. You might just have to go in through the back. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I have heard the game, but I don't know the outfit that you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, we're allowed to run around here freely, right? Because we talked to you earlier, and you were perfectly happy just because I said Battleborn earlier. Oh, yep, here's the one where we have to pick this lock. Come on. It is an adept lock, so there we go. Alright, there's also... Okay, first, let's just take our quest item. Also, might as well steal these while I'm here. Yeah, Imperial Missive. It has come to my attention that inquiries have been made as to the whereabouts of one Thorold Greymane. It is my duty to inform you that Thalmor agents have taken possession of the prisoner and have escorted him to Northwatch Keep. I don't think I need to elaborate. It is in everyone's best interest if the matter is dropped entirely. I trust that there will be no further inquiries as to this matter. General Tullius. Which would I consider to be the ugliest or least charming humanoid Daedra species? To be honest, I'm not familiar with all the different Daedra, so I don't think I can really answer that question too well. 'Cause, 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 Yeah, like, I know of various forms of Daedra. Or actually... Because, yeah, we have seen a few of them in different games, haven't we? We've seen the Daedra that exist in Cold Harbor. We've seen Daedra that exist in... what's that? I can't remember the name of Mehrunes Dagon's Realm of Oblivion, but we've seen that. And we've seen the Shivering Isles. The Deadlands, yeah. We've seen the Shivering Isles. What else have we seen? Those are the ones that are on the top of my head. I think the ones in Cold Harbor, like there's... Yeah, like I said, I don't really know the names of species of Daedra as much, but I think the... Would you consider the Flesh Golem to be humanoid? Because if so, or, not Flesh Golem, Flesh Atronach. Would you consider that to be humanoid? Because if so, it's the Flesh Atronach that I find to be the least appealing. Anyway. They don't count? Okay. In that case... I still think it's the humanoids in Cold Harbor that are the least appealing to me. Again, I am not as familiar with them. Zivkin for you. I can't say I'm familiar with them.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death? I'm glad to know that because I need your help. You see, I've lost something precious. My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it?
Sure thing.
I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs.
Yeah, I've played this game many times, and it wasn't until, like, one of the more recent playthroughs of this game that I actually realized this quest existed. Let's see, they're Dremora hybrid created by Molag Bal. They seem to be extremely racist against Dremora, putting even mind-shriven mortal soldiers above them. Interesting. So, created by Molag Bal, so they're in Cold Harbor then? Okay, so yeah, let's just do this quest while we're here. Also, I need to re-equip my shield. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, let's cast our Oak Flesh. Not that we really need it to take on these skeletons, but hey, it'll level me up, and look at that, we got a level up. Like I said before, I'm not going to bother leveling up until I've cleared out all the enemies, because I don't like stopping in the middle of combat to do so. Oh, come on. Down you go. Alright. Sweet. I believe that's all the enemies in this area, so I'm perfectly fine leveling up. Honestly, probably more health. And now is a good place to get that steel smithing. Let me just help myself to... There's a block book. Jiglag's Knights of Order. I don't actually remember what those look like. But yeah, I know the ones that you're talking about. Aha, there's our first unusual gem. I'm probably gonna try to collect all those, but it takes a lot of work, and I'm not gonna be able to do it without the wiki. I don't know how much of a full, like, completionist playthrough this playthrough is gonna be, but I do want to actually get to the late game and actually get my character. Oh wait, I forgot the entire reason I went in there. I needed to grab his amulet. I was just focused on killing all the skeletons and looting the place. Anyway, where's that amulet? Should be right... Oh, there it is. Come on, pick it up. There we go. Now I can turn in this quest.
As Whiterun's priest of Arcade. Oh, thank Arcade! Please, take this gold for your troubles.
Yeah, RK is the god of life and death. Yes, this is PC with a controller. So, I know a lot of people, when playing on PC, like mouse and keyboard, but controller is my comfort zone. I'm using an Xbox Series X, like the most recent generation of Xbox. I'm using that type of controller. And it's supposed to connect with Bluetooth, and technically it does. Yeah, mouse and keyboard if you're playing TF2. I respect that. Technically, like, it does connect via Bluetooth to my PC, but when I was testing it out, it had so many, like, connection issues where it would just keep disconnecting from the game, or from my PC while I'm playing the game. And I looked online for any sort of solution.
Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors. Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
Yeah, I checked online for a solution, but I could not find one that actually worked for me, so I've just wired the controller in with a USB cable. So now there are no more connection issues.
You were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yes, I did.
I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. The dragon is lurking in the mountains.
The Jarl of Falkirk will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
I'll not stand idly by while a dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps.
All right.
Let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
To answer your question, Pixie Twinks, I looked into it. Before I went ahead and got this Xbox Series X controller, I considered instead going for a PlayStation controller. But when I looked up to see if those would work on PC, I heard that, like, Xbox controllers are actually configured to run with PC right away, whereas the PlayStation controller you need to like download a driver for it.
Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for
So
me.
yeah, I mean,
Well,
correct me if
when
I'm
I say fetch,
wrong about
I really
that.
mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. You are eager to begin your adventure. Excellent. The sooner begun, the sooner done, eh? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Simplicity itself. Alright, I don't need to know anything about this except this one.
I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task.
Okay, so you had the same issue that I did with the Xbox controller disconnecting, and the PlayStation one worked just fine. That's interesting and kind of frustrating to, like, that's weird that's the case though, because you would think, since Microsoft owns Xbox, that they would actually configure their controllers to work properly with Bluetooth. But Sony is actually the one that's weird.
I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow.
I might.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way.
I'm probably not going to, and also let's not disenchant that armor. I'm probably not going to worry too much about getting an Xbox controller, because playing it, a PlayStation controller, because wiring the Xbox controller isn't too much of a hassle for me. But I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, look at that. We spent all day in Whiterun. I think... Oh, there's one more quest I forgot to turn in up here. Who's that person? Where is... What's his face? Tell you what, the quest marker can tell me. Okay, he's probably up there. Out of my way. Torture yourself playing TF2 with a controller.
Disrespect the law, you disrespect.
That does sound like torture.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruuf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered.
Not saying that not saying that playing an FPS with a controller is torture, because for me, I'm very comfortable doing that. It's just the fact that generally people that are very well practiced with playing FPSs with mouse and keyboard, especially a competitive FPS, are gonna absolutely destroy you if you use a controller, even if you're good with one. So yeah, and it sounds like it could be a fun challenge. Also, I'm just gonna see if Arcadia is open right now. I don't think she will be. Hey, Karaku. No, that's not Arcadia. That's Arcadia. And yes, it is closed because it is now past 8 p.m. Oh, look at Master. Just being massive in the sky.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sleep.
Okay, yeah, that I've heard that's pretty much what mouse and keyboard FPS players do, is like play with really high mouse sensitivity. Okay, so I have two options here. I could go companions, just start that quest line, or I could actually go and do what I said I was going to do, which is Bleak Falls Barrow. I think I want to do Bleak Falls Barrow first, and then I'll worry about everything else. Let me just... I think... Okay, there's like 1 or 2 more quests that I still haven't picked up here, but for the most part, I picked up all the minor side quests over here in Whiterun. Also, let's just make sure everything is selected that I want. Actually, I did not check where... Okay, it's Halted Stream. That's not too far away.
Yes, Housecarl. We'll leave immediately. It's just us against the dragon. Is that it?
I can't afford to send anyone else, and we don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety if the town is attacked. I don't expect the 3 of you to fight off the dragon by yourselves, but I do expect you to do your duty.
Of course. We'll keep Riverwood safe. You can count on it. Let's move out. Time's a-wasting.
Yeah, there we go. So... Yeah, Irilith did say she was gonna send a detachment to Riverwood because the Jarl felt they were under-defended against a dragon, and she did. She came to the front gate, called a few guards, and sent them to Riverwood. It's a nice touch. And actually, when you go to Riverwood later, you'll notice there are more guards. Yeah, like... Sometimes I have complaints about this game where, like, events don't really seem to matter all that much. But I think I undersell it, because there are just those little tiny touches that do actually affect the game. Or, like, affect the world of the game. I'm trying to think of... Like, I guess it's the completion of guild quests that don't really seem to have that that much of an impact. Like, for instance, in the Dark Brotherhood questline, where, spoiler alert, at the end you assassinate the Emperor, that doesn't feel to have an impact on the world at all. Other than you hear guards say, like, oh, the Emperor was killed. Like, but otherwise, there is no effect on the world whatsoever. It is a little bit disappointing.
May your road lead you to warm sands. May your road lead you to warm...
Okay. So, on to Bleak Falls Barrow. How long do we think this dungeon's gonna be? I think it can take about an hour. Yeah, you'd expect all sorts of lockdowns and chaos and, like... yeah, I mean... Basically. Especially since, like, you kill him on his own ship with all those guards around, like... at the very least you would expect one of two things to happen, or both at the same time. Either a lot of people will start to fear and respect the Dark Brotherhood as someone who can basically, if you order a hit on someone, they will die eventually. Alternatively, yeah, Emperor gets killed, Imperial citizens, guards, etc. Oh no! Anyway, pretty much. Yeah, alternatively, you could imagine that, like, the Imperial guards would go absolutely all ham on, like, trying to search for and raid any Dark Brotherhood sanctuary they can find, and, basically just, like, yeah, have all these security checks to make sure that no one's associated with the Dark Brotherhood, but nope. The Emperor dies, and everyone just keeps going about their merry way. And yeah, Wheel of Cheese, they will have your head for that. You're not allowed to have that Wheel of Cheese, or murder that chicken. Just have some Thalmor escorting a prisoner. Also, I didn't even realize this, but I'm running alongside these guards on their way to Riverwood, which is interesting. I didn't actually plan for that to happen, but we could, you know, see what actually happens, because they do run all the way there. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shame that there really isn't a major difference in the world of Skyrim besides just a few dialogue options that the guards will now say when you complete those, like, those major world impacting missions. Expression. Okay, let's do the same thing I did earlier with the D6. We're looking at first half. That's a reroll. We're gonna have a sad face time. Haru's feeling a bit down that I don't know what I'm feeling sad about right now. I feel sad that I lost the guards. Oh, there they are.
You're nothing but trouble.
Anyway, let's head up to Bleak Falls Barrow and get this golden claw. And also the Dragonstone, because I guess that's also important. Just doing some jumping around and hopping around. Okay. You're gonna have a wolf up here. Bam. Level up my block. Also, I just want to share this with y'all because you're here watching my stream. I'm probably not gonna tweet about it until a little bit later, like when I get a little bit more stuff back. But I did get a few commissions underway. I know the first thing I mentioned commissioning was some emotes for Twitch. And as far as I know, I'm still on the waiting list for that person. So it might still be a while before I can get those Twitch emotes, but it shouldn't be too much longer before I can get those commissioned. And then the other stuff that I've commissioned, you may have seen I tweeted a big hey, any artists that do commissions, please tell me about yourself. So I've got a few different commissions lined up. I think it's around this dungeon that I stopped just grabbing all the random shit, so I'm gonna stop grabbing random shit. Yeah, I've got a few art things commissioned. One of them is gonna be a new profile pic. Yeah, you're talking about flames. Yeah, this run is supposed to be a fists only run. So yeah, there's one of them is going to be like a more professionally done profile pic that's more, I don't know, it's oh wait, here I can see what I was looking for earlier. Yeah, you see that 4 damage versus my 12 damage punches. Yeah, it'll just look a little bit better. Also, here we have heavy armor, so I'm gonna take this and that and that and that. Not gonna bother with that. So now I should be fully equipped with heavy armor, finally, after 2.5 hours. So yeah, we've got the iron shield. Everything I'm wearing is heavy. Good. It does mean we move a little bit slower, but we want that heavy armor to be leveling up faster. And it's just more defensive. So, yeah, new profile pic. Look forward to whenever that gets done. And then there's 2 other commissions. 2 other art commissions that are currently in the works. And I don't want to spoil too much about what they are. But one is gonna be something that I can use on stream, and the other I'll also show it off on stream, but it's not gonna just like sit with my stream overlay, because it's gonna be more of like a full artwork type commission. But that one is going to be I'm commissioning it for a special event coming up, so keep your eyes out for that. And I just want to tell you all about it because you're here. Also, this was not entirely planned. I didn't really expect to like start commissioning this until a little bit later, but it just so happens, because I was talking to my cousin who lives in California, and she actually has some connections. So I've found someone that should be pretty good to actually commission me a actual background music that's just not stock background music that I took from Adobe Stock. So depending on how long that takes to get done, I should have my own custom BGM just whenever that gets done. So a few things to look forward to, and I'm probably not gonna tweet about them anytime soon, just because I just want to keep it between us for now. But yeah, look forward to all that stuff as it happens. And if you're not already following me on Twitter, you can go ahead and follow me. It should be on screen. And that's where I will tweet when those commissions get done. So yeah, some exciting stuff. I'm glad you like my Twitter. Stargazer. I do my best. Okay, lockpicks. Yeah, I'm not gonna be stealthy. Also need to cast Oak Flesh. I don't need to, but I want to. Let's beat some pulp into you. Or pulp at... I just mixed up two expressions, didn't I? There's like, I'll beat you into pulp, and I'll knock some sense into you. Alright. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so we've officially entered Bleak Falls Barrow, and right now where I am in the world, it is 5:23. So, I wonder how quickly we can get through this dungeon without sneaking, but also I want to still basically loot anything of interest. So, yeah, I'm curious how long this is going to take. Yeah, it's still threatening. It's just not a phrase that I've heard anyone use. Yeah, I always need to remember. These are usually empty. But I just see one and... Yeah, thanks, autocorrect. Come on. Okay. I should know this dungeon like the back of my hand because I've played through it more times than I played any other dungeon in this game. Even the tutorial dungeon, because I've sometimes done like the New Life mod where you don't start in Helgen. So I should know this dungeon like the back of my hand, but there's still a few things. Okay, we're not gonna let this guy trigger that trap because I know it's gonna be a tough fight, but I need the experience, and him just killing himself on that trap is not helpful to me in any way. Look at that, heavy armor is going up. Okay, I don't think I'll need a torch. And here's a good place to level up. Okay. I think now we can maybe go for a bit of stamina. We've got smithing, we've got block. Let's go for heavy armor. And then there's going to be a healing potion up here. Also, we've got whale, snake, and I think that's snake. Yeah, snake. So, snake, whale. Snake, whale. There we go. Okay, now we got some rats. Let's just let them come for me. Come on, keep it coming. They're kind of struggling with the staircase. Oh, come on. Keep it keep... I guess I'll come down for you. There you go. You can pick up diseases from them. I think there's, like, a very high chance. Yeah, it was fun to have you stop by, Stargazer. Thanks for being here. And I hope you have a good meal. Don't need magic potions. We got the pickpocket. Okay. Onwards we go. Okay, so we've got a scroll here. Might as well take it. That's at least worth selling. Okay, we've got like the first actual boss fight that I might struggle with coming up. So hopefully it's not an issue for me. Let's also open this chest. This wounded frostbite spider that is supposedly wounded and yet somehow has full health. Alright. Might as well cast Oak Flesh. Though I don't think it's gonna be that useful against your poison. In fact, did I just... Okay, this is... Alright, block that. Okay, I need to keep my potions in mind for this fight because I have a feeling they might be useful. Come on, let me get you aggroed onto Faendal, if I can. No, he's still aggroed onto me. This is still fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Nope, okay, I've been poisoned. Okay, I need healing. I need that healing. Come on. Alright, bounce off my shield. This thing has a ton of health. I don't buy that it's wounded. Okay, come on. One more hit. Down you go. Okay, that was a tough fight. I can heal myself up just because. Alright. Might as well take your venom. Okay. Now we've got you.
You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
I did indeed kill it.
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there. Sweet breath of arcade, thank you. You!
Alright, and we're just gonna punch him right away because he's gonna try to run. Come on! Let me hit you. Let me hit you. Oh my god.
Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
Oh, come on. Dude. Oh, whatever. He's gonna die. I'm gonna grab some loot that I missed in this room first. Oh, now he... Yeah, okay. Yep, there's the golden claw, and the journal explaining how the claw works. And stuff, and also just how they stole it. Anyway, yeah, none of these urns have anything in them. First time I ever played this game, I never picked up that golden claw quest. I just went straight to Whiterun and was told to come here. And then when I ran into Arvel, I had no idea what the whole golden claw thing was about. Like you would think if your character knew nothing about the golden claw, that you would just be like, oh, I don't know anything about a golden claw, I'm just here for the Dragonstone. But no, the game was all, there's only one dialogue option, and it's, where's the claw? And it's like, what claw? I don't know. It's one of the oversights of this game. It is not a perfect game, but it is a flawed gem. Okay, just loot all the corpses because they almost all have gold on them. And every little teensy little bit of gold will add up. And you never know what else you might find. Okay. Gonna avoid that trap. Also, let's cast some Oak Flesh again. And Faendal just walked into that trap. Let's beat this Draugr. Alright, half health, and it's still... Alright, there we go. That's one of the benefits of unarmed, is you swing your fists pretty fast. Okay, are you doing alright? No, you're not doing alright. Well, I'll leave you to it. I've got a few Draugr that still need to be dealt with. let's just... Alright, Faendal has finally shown up. Got himself unstuck on that trap. Okay, there we go. Now, Petty Soul Gem, very useful. Because I am... Okay, I swear I just heard you fire an arrow, but maybe that was... Maybe I was mishearing things. Oh, drop some gold. There's that gold. And collect that. Okay, here's a chest. Apprentice chest. Come on. Dang it. There we go. Might as well take that water breathing potion. I'll probably never remember to use it, but it's always good to have. Okay, this one I usually just run through. We could use that to our advantage here with this encounter, but we don't need to. We can handle you pretty steadily. Down you go. Yeah, it does hurt not to have a primary combat skill, because I am leveling up pretty slowly right now. So I'll just try and block everything I can to level up that block. Come on. Down you go, and down you go. Okay. Might as well heal. Yeah, pretty much my defensive skills and my magical skills will have to compensate for the lack of... Oh, thank you, Bunny Moons, for the follow. Also, yeah, we've got... Coming up soon... Oh, hang on. I'm probably not gonna soul trap anything. Hello, Bunny Moons! Or is that Bunny Moon Z? Hello. I am playing your favorite game, aren't I? Yeah. It's one of my favorite games, too. Hello, let me punch you. Block that. There we go. Okay. Don't need any of those potions. You go Bunny or Yoon? Am I saying that correctly? Anyway, I'll go with Bunny. Just because that's easiest to remember. Okay. That's useful for this character, but I'm never gonna remember to use it. Nah, what the hell, I'll take it. Maybe I'll struggle enough with a fight here in a minute and I'll actually remember to drink that potion. Who knows? I am playing on Master Difficulty unarmed. So the goal for this character is to eventually I'm eventually gonna basically put as much effort into crafting and enchanting as I can with smithing and enchanting to create the best unarmed character. I'm skipping on alchemy because even though I know it can be useful, especially when you're trying to min-max a build, I find alchemy is a bit dull, and also just, yeah, I have some problems with alchemy in this game. It's very slow to level up, and so I just decided to go without it. so technically, you would be able to get a better unarmed character if you did go alchemy, but I'm just gonna do the best I can. I'm still allowing myself to use like magic and stuff. I just can't use it offensively, except for shouts. Once I unlock those, I will allow myself to use them. And yeah, I'm playing as a Khajiit. I decided between a Khajiit or an Orc, and I felt, because the Orc has like the Berserker Rage ability, and I feel that could be really useful when you're playing unarmed, is just double all your damage for a short period of time using just a daily ability. I decided against it because I felt by the late game I won't struggle as much, and I probably just want the help in the early game with the cat's claws. So I'm playing as a Khajiit. Let's see, and these are all the skills that I'm using. I could take another level of block. I'm also eventually gonna need to go for actually alteration too. Let's take that extra level of block. I feel that's gonna be the most useful right away in this dungeon. So yeah, we're doing master difficulty unarmed build. Alright, go ahead and get your emergency food, Karaku. And never built unarmed. Yeah, I have never done an unarmed build myself. I've seen people do them in the past. And I know the game gives you the resources to do one. My problem with unarmed is there is no unarmed skill, so you're actually gonna level up a lot slower because you don't have a primary combat skill. But I am hoping I can find a few ways to work around that issue. Like, for instance, I'm using block, which is something that I think block could be useful. So yeah, and there's a few ways you can do an unarmed build. No, it's not in this game. I'm 90% sure of that. In this game, so it would be the one-handed tree. Yeah, that's one-handed weapons, and that only refers to weapons. As far as I'm aware, it does not affect your fists. And then I guess we could do... I guess maybe this could be useful with unarmed, but I'm still only really fighting with one fist. Of course none of these are gonna help because there are specific types of one-handed weapons. That might be useful. And yeah, but the thing is, yeah, using unarmed does not actually give you any skill to the one-handed tree, because you can see I've made no progress leveling that up so far. What does affect unarmed is the Fists of Steel perk. So unarmed attacks with heavy armor gauntlets will do extra damage. That is, I think, the only perk in this entire game that affects unarmed. And even then, using unarmed doesn't level up any skills. So yeah, it's a little bit of a challenge run in some ways, because I'm not going to be leveling up as fast as I would otherwise. I've already looted these corpses. Yeah, I think there might be other games like other Elder Scrolls games where unarmed gets a little bit more support. Like, I think Oblivion even just had its own unarmed tree. Yeah, always go for the Archer Assassin, pretty much. I don't know, I try mixing things up every playthrough, but playing as the Stealth Archer is always fun. Okay. I should know this off the top of my head because I've cleared this dungeon probably no less than 1,000,000 times, but let's see, bear, moth, owl. There we go. Alright, we've actually cleared this pretty fast. I think we started Bleak Falls Barrow around the 2 hours and 20-minute mark. And we're now at 2 hours and 45, so we sped through this dungeon. I'm not gonna say we're done yet. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Would you look at that?
Yes, indeed. Would you look at that? Alright, we have our first word wall. And a boss. Alright. This boss is gonna hurt a little bit, but hopefully the fact that I took that that I invested that second perk into block really helped me there. Okay, this I'll just take for the disenchanting because we do want to level up our enchanting skill. Take a few of these things. Alright. And then there's a few chests in this room that on my first few playthroughs I honestly did not remember existed. Or like I didn't know existed. So the first one is behind the word wall. Maybe I can't get... Oh yeah, there we go. So it's a locked novice chest, but just a little bit of extra loot. There we go. So just some good stuff to sell, and corundum is good for smithing. And then all the way over here, there's going to be another chest hiding behind one of these waterfalls. I think which water? Here it is. And I feel like there's also a third chest somewhere, but I might be wrong. I don't think there is. Yeah, I feel like there is, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. Either way, those two chests, yeah, they're easy to miss. Especially when it's your first playthrough. And we've got our Skyrim exit. Yeah, I honestly have no idea if there was another chest in that place. I vaguely feel like I've seen playthroughs where people knew about like an additional chest in there, but I have no idea where that chest... I don't know if I'm hallucinating that fact or not. Alright, well, Bleak Falls Barrow has been cleared. And it took about 30 minutes. Stop, you have violated the law. Okay, yeah, that's, I believe, the wrong game. There is always a potion right here. It's not always a good potion, but it's always there. And yeah, down here we've got a few mammoth skeletons. It's too bad you can't just take these tusks for Isolde. But yeah, what time is it in game? 7 a.m. So that dungeon took us all night to complete. And over this way we'll get to Agnes's shack. Or is it Agnes or Angie? It starts with an A, right? I'm familiar with this game. Come on. Just some beautiful music playing in the background with the ambiance. Come on. Always drop saves. This game is not stable, as all Bethesda games are. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Anise. I was wrong both times. You can. I'm bad at this game. You can take away my Skyrim fan card. I clearly have no idea what I'm doing in this game. Or I'm just bad with names. One of those two. Okay, so yeah, we just leveled up our alchemy skill with that book. We could talk to you, but
I'm just a poor old
yeah,
woman,
she's just
dear.
a poor old woman, dear. No need to trouble yourself with her. Are you under attack? Oh. I didn't realize Faendal was under attack. Alright, there you go. Well. That... I didn't hear that. Okay, back to Anise's cabin. I feel like there is an Angie or an Agnes or some... Maybe there's not an Agnes, but there is an Angie. Where is that person? There's somewhere. Anyway, we're gonna go into her cellar. Just to find out that this old woman is more than she seems. Oh look, she practices dark magic. So we got alchemy, arcane enchanter, and a few other stuff. There's also a letter here. Let's read that. Helgi, dear, why do you hesitate? You can feel the power coursing in your blood. You have only reach out and grasp it. Renounce that boy of yours and come live with me in the forest. My sister will be here soon. Together we can form a proper coven and your training will truly begin. Who's Helgi? That name rings a bell. I feel like it's a character in the game, but I don't know who. Anyway, so... Oh, wait. So now she's going to be aggro to us. And she's actually going to cast some magic, which I have no way of dealing with. I'm actually pretty weak to magic. But we can still kill you pretty easily. Yeah, that is something I'll have to keep in mind for the future, is I am not well equipped to deal with mages. I So that's the question of what stone should we go for, and probably the Atronach stone. Speaking of mages, yeah, look at that. My health is just... Okay, I need healing. I need healing. I thought I could punch the heck out of you before you killed me, but nope. Turns out I need that healing. So there's something. We could go into restoration for wards, because wards are pretty useful. Especially when you have no magical defense. But I feel like... I don't know. I think I've got enough skills to worry about here. Anyway, let's first head back to Riverwood, tell the people at the Riverwood Trader that I have their claw. It's a nice misty morning. Alright. And you can see, I think this is like where the guards set up camp. Anyway.
Traveler?
Let's drop off at the Riverwood Trader.
The sooner you
There you go.
You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
Alright, and let's see what I can sell you.
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Got a lot of nice loot from that dungeon. I know for a fact I'm not gonna need to keep both these for disenchanting, but I'm gonna wait until I hit the enchanting table first, and then I'll figure out which one I'm gonna disenchant. Anyway, I'm never gonna remember to drink that. This one could be useful, because I'll probably do the Mages Guild, not the Mages Guild, the Thieves Guild at some point. The poisons are absolutely useless to me. You can have that scroll. And some of these things. I should actually be saving them for crafting. You can have these wolf pelts though. Okay. Okay. Who... What... I feel like there was one other thing I was going to do here in Riverwood. I honestly can't remember. So... let's just head to Whiterun. We could fast travel there, but I don't feel like it. It's not that far. We can just enjoy the scenery and the music. There is just a deer inspecting the wolf corpse. once again. There it is, Whiterun. Oh. This is an assassin. Interesting. Well, what level am I? 3, 4? And level 5, and someone's already called their first hit on me. So yeah, we can read that note. Yada yada, Black Sacrament, yada yada, someone wants me dead. Once upon a time, I did have a mod installed that would tell me who the person was that called the Black Sacrament on me. Just so I could potentially, you know, hunt them down for revenge. Or at the very least know who it was that I'd wronged to want me killed. But it really isn't... It's not very immersive for them to have the person's name on the note. Because, like, that's not covering your client very well if you do that. Like, the Dark Brotherhood is all about secrecy, and if you just carry around a piece of paper saying, "Oh, Ysolda from Whiterun wants someone dead. Go kill them," that's not very secretive, and any guard could find that note and be like, "Ysolda, why did you contact the Dark Brotherhood?" But instead, this way it's like, yeah, I can't take revenge, but it makes more sense that they wouldn't just have the person's name on the note. Alright. Whiterun once again. I kind of like this where it's like cloudy and overcast in the morning, like, and you can see those defenses. This feels very medieval-esque right here, this scene. It feels very medieval. Walking along the stone road. See the guard towers with the guards overlooking, making sure Skyrim doesn't... not Skyrim. Making sure Whiterun doesn't get invaded. You can see High Hrothgar up there, where the Greybeards live. We'll get to them soon. And into Whiterun we go. And I think that's a good place to call the stream. Because actually, there's another VTuber that's... his debut should be starting about now, if my calendar is correct. So, we can go and watch that. For those of you that won't be staying for the raid, thank you all so much for being here. It's been a blast. This will be a character that I continue from here on out. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. Let's get that raid going. Let me make sure I got the right person first. Oh, there's a lot of people streaming right now, actually. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Bunny. There they are. Okay. So... let me... Alright. Let's get this underway. And thanks again for everyone who stopped by.
Alright, so I'm gonna get started with a little bit of information. Hi everybody. Alright, let me press some magical buttons with my mermagic. Here we go.